Dear students, now I am going to explain you classification and some examples of phylum Arthropoda. As you know, phylum Arthropoda is the largest phylum, consists more than 1 million species. These 1 million species classified into 5 classes. Class Onychophora represented by Peripatus, class Myriapoda, many-legged arthropoda, centipedes and millipedes, class Arachnida, spiders, scorpions, ticks, mites, dust mites class Crustacea, crabs, shrimps, prawns, lobsters, barnacles. Then the largest class Insecta. So it is all insects, butterflies, then houseflies, mosquitoes, beetles, honeybee, wasp, all these belong to this class Insecta. Let us know the more about these classes one by one. Class Crustacea. So class Crustacea includes all these prawns, hermit crab, lobsters, then water flea or else microscopic Daphnia. So all these. So Crustacea means crusted forms. They have a very hard, flexible exoskeleton or carapace. It is a chitinous exoskeleton encrusted with inorganic salts. So these class Crustacea includes more than 38,000 species ranging between 0.1 millimeter water flea, a microscopic water flea, to up to the largest crab. It is about weighing about 20 kg Japanese crab. So such variations. Then another thing is crustaceans are majority are aquatic, that to 98% all are marine. So that's why they are called, popularly called, they are the insects of the sea. These crustaceans, the body is divided into the cephalothorax and abdomen. So metamerically segmented body having the jointed paired appendages. So there are the two pairs of sensory antenna and antennules at the anterior region. Then you will find the rest of the appendages in the cephalic, thoracic and in the abdomen region. So these jointed appendages vary differently depending on their function at different regions of the body. So marine arthropoda having hard carapace or the exoskeleton. So all these segments bears a pair of biramus appendage. So appendages what you see in Crustacea are biramus appendage. They have two processes, and these two processes are called exopodite and endopodite. They are present on the basal segments. They are called protopodite. Protopodite consists of two podomeres, coxa and basis. Then the basis consists of two processes, exopodite and endopodite. This is the basic structure of all appendages of Crustacea. Here in this prawn you will be able to see there are 19 pairs of appendages. All these 19 pairs of appendages, even though they look differently, they have this basic structure of biramus appendage. So from this basic structure, these appendages are modified to perform various functions such as sensory functions in the anterior region, then the feeding or the nutrition function, those are located in the mouth region. Then for the locomotion or for walking, you will find in the thoracic region. For swimming in the abdominal region for balancing. So the uropod, so likewise they have modified from this basic structure. So these crustaceans, 38,000 species, they also vary in their habit. They may be filter feeder, they may be active predators, they are carnivore with having powerful cutting and tearing and collecting appendages, what you see in the case of crab. So likewise, another major class what you see in arthropoda is class Myriapoda. Myria means many and poda means legged. There are about 30,000 species terrestrial arthropods. They have uniramus appendage, they do not have biramus appendage. This is biramus appendage, two processes. These are having the same type of appendage, they have only one process, uniramus appendage. Myriapods usually live in the humid rich soil or humic soil, and they are made decaying leaf litters or understones, and in the wood you will able to find these centipedes and many millipedes. So many species they possess a the foul tasting the gland. It is called a repugnatorial gland. So it's a specialized gland, it secretes a foul odor, and it's secreting it's for defense purpose to avoid the predators. Myriapoda consists two major orders called Chilopoda centipedes and Diplopoda millipedes. So what are the differences between Chilopoda centipedes and that of millipedes? Centipedes are dorsoventrally flattened body with long antenna, and the first pair of appendage in the trunk region modified into a pair of poisonous claw. You can able to see here. This is the first pair of trunk appendage modified into a defensive poisonous claw. Then these centipedes are swiftly moving carnivore predator with poisonous jaw, whereas millipedes they have a cylindrical body and they have a short antenna, they have many legs. You will be able to see, that's the reason they are called millipede. So each leg having paired legs, you can see. So it is paired legs, they are forked legs. These are slow moving herbivore or detritivore. They are feeding on vegetation, or else they are detritus. They feed on detritus, or decaying organic matter, and they are they don't have poisonous claw. So for defensive purpose, whenever you will see the millipede, they curl round their body. So these are the differences between millipede and centipede. Next is the class Arachnida, another major class having different forms you will find. So the Arachnida got the name from Araenia, that is spiders. There are more than 35,000 of spiders you will able to find. So these Arachnida, they are mainly they are very ancient arthropods. They include scorpions, then spiders, ticks, mites, the dust mites, and horseshoe crabs or king crabs. They are mainly they are located in tropical region. Body of the Arachnida, this is a scorpion, you will see here, and it is divided into, body is divided into anterior prosoma, middle mesosoma, and the posterior metasoma. So the prosoma bears the jointed appendages. So these are legs. There are 6 pairs of legs, you can see. So the first pair of leg is called chelicerae. It is having pointed there is a pointed claw. The second pair is called, this is called pedipalp. So this pedipalp is usually they have they are used to hold the prey. They have feelers and they are used to hold the prey. This is the pedipalp. Then rest 4 pairs, they are called walking legs. All these are jointed walking legs. Then the mesosoma, they have in the ventrally, you will able to see this is the mesosoma. They consist the book lungs or respiratory organs. Those are called book lungs. Then the metasoma, you can say without appendages or book lungs, it is the metasoma. Sometimes in the case of spiders, the mesosoma and metasoma together they form ophistosoma. In a class Arachnida, the excretion is through the Malpighian glands. So this is a class Arachnida dominated by spiders and scorpions and the mites and ticks. Then coming to the largest class Insecta. So more than 75% of all known animal species on this earth is they are class Insecta. Still what we know is only 9%. Still we don't know 90 and odd percent of insect in the world. That is you to explore, you know, and they are the ones, they are highly adaptable animals. They are the first to develop flight, and they are the animals the first to develop communications. You will find all types of communications here: vocal communication, then that is the sonic communication, then you will able to find chemical communication, all these the communications, visual communications, all these you will able to find in this. You will able to see in this slide various types of insects. They may be flies, crickets, then the winglets, silverfish, butterfly, beetles, sting bug, cat flea, rat flea, thrips, varieties you will find. So this insect is further divided into, because this is the largest class, it is divided into Pterygota and Apterygota. So winged insect, wingless insect. Wingless insects are these, they are called silverfish, springtails. Silverfish is the one you will able to see in your old books, you will definitely able to see they are the wingless insects. Then majority are winged insects. They are belonging to so many orders. You can see they are Endopterygota and Exopterygota. That is Exopterygota means where you will see there is the metamorphosis is the one where you can see the during metamorphosis the pupal stage is absent. You will see the larval forms are almost resembling the adults without wings. They develop wings, so they are called as Exterygota. Endopterygota means they have a pupal stages. You will able to see butterflies, moths, beetles, bees, ants, wasps, fleas. You will find the different kinds of flies, crickets. All these are the members of this the largest class Insecta. So the insect body consists you will find 3 divisions: head, this is the head region, thorax region, and this is abdomen region. So the head consists antenna, then compound eye, and the mouth parts. So the head region you will able to see this is the grasshopper. You will able to see the head region where you can see the sensory structure and mouth parts are present, and also brain is located. Head bears a pair of antenna, and they have a sensory feelers, a pair of compound eye. You will see in the head ventrally located mouth parts, this is very important, mouth parts are adapted variously in depending on their feeding habit. For example, this grasshopper is you will able to see cutting and chewing type of mouth parts. So these mouth parts are called, they are modified appendages, they are called trophy. These mouth parts are modified uniramous appendages, they are used for feeding. So you will able to see the mouth parts consist labrum, the upper lip, labium, lower lip, and also the in the lateral you will able to find maxilla, mandibles for cutting, then maxillary palps, labial palps, all these going to form the mouth parts. Then in the thorax region, you will able to see the thorax, there are three segments, prothorax, mesothorax and metathorax. So the thorax bears three pairs of legs, what you see, and two pairs of wings. So these, in this, the four wings usually they are for protection for the hind wings. Hind wings are used for the actual flight. So these what these wings are? These are wings are nothing but the outgrowth of these tergal plates. So then abdomen, you will able to see these are, abdomen is segmented and they have the dorsal plate, tergal plate, and the ventral plate, sternal plate. So this in laterally you will able to see these the respiratory openings, they are called spiracles. This is the common features of all insects. Then the last class, it's a onychophora. It is considered as the connecting link between phylum Annelida and Arthropoda. This is the smallest class and represented by the animal, the genus Peripatus, what you see here. So this is a primitive worm-like arthropoda, and there are about 70 species of Peripatus. They are found mainly in tropical part of the world. They usually they found in the underneath the bark of the trees in the shady places. They are nocturnal in habit and they are predaceous. They feed on small insects and worms. More about this Peripatus you are going to study in detail. So this is about the classification and some examples of phylum Arthropoda. Thank you.